Well, I thought our defensive energy was good again, both halves, but our offensive rhythm was not there in the first. We missed some shots that I think that we normally expected to make, and it just wasn't quite there. And then we found the basket more in the second. We got to the rim, got some easy transition plays, and then we made a couple 3-point shots, and then made several in a row, and that was a big lift.
What did you tell those guys in the locker room after being down by at least 10 at halftime?
We were down 7 at half, and I told them two things. I said, one, hey, we're in good shape. We haven't made all the plays that we're capable of. We've left some plays out there. Those things are going to fall. They're going to come together here in the second half. And then, frankly, I said, we've been here before. We've been here before in this building this year. We're fine. We just got to keep staying together, stay confident. Don't let the defense wane, and just put together a good 20 minutes here. And that's what they did.
Alex seemed to be in a little bit of a more aggressive zone. I know he's always aggressive, but he was attacking really early. Could you sense anything from him or some of the upperclassmen like Eric just wanting this game, considering kind of the magnitude of it, and with the top team coming in?
Well, I thought, I'll say this about Alex. He's a competitor, and I thought defensively, and I've been hard on him about defending for an entire clock, and I know we play him a ton of minutes, but I thought his energy guarding Norton at key times, who had a great game, he really set the tone for everybody else. And then Eric and Alex together made some really nice plays offensively, created for Dayon and Merle and Jacoby and others. But they've got great respect for UAB, and they wanted this one bad, and they put together a great fight, a great effort.
Did you feel fortunate to be only down 7 in the first half? A few things obviously stuck out were, Merrill picking up his 2 fouls in like 90 seconds, and then UAB only had 2 offensive rebounds. I know they kind of struggled a little bit in the second half, but they only had 2 offensive rebounds. I thought those 2 things probably limited Joe, or enabled Joe to only be down 7 as opposed to double digits potentially.
Yeah, I agree. I think we certainly didn't play well offensively in the first half, not having Merle for most of the half. I thought Brandon Shepard gave us a big lift. He did some really nice things, kind of held the fort and didn't give up a lot of stuff at the rim. But we didn't play well. Certainly offensively, the key was Merle came in and had a great second half. Sometimes when you sit that long, you kind of get out of the game. And I told him, Merle, you're well rested. We need a great effort. And he played a huge second half for us.
When y'all got hot in the second half, the crowd really got into it for a little bit there. How important is it to have that kind of backing when you get on that kind of streak?
The people here are so special. I mean, they don't just come to watch a game. They're really invested in this team, this university. And the lift they gave us was, you just can't measure. The first 3, the second 3, I think there was 5 in a row. The place was electric. And we're so thankful for them, and they're a huge part of this victory.
How do you go about describing McCrew's performance?
I just thought he just really – he found so many different ways. He got to the rim. He rebounded. He hit timely threes. He got fouled, made those free throws. He was really locked in. You could see that just competitive drive going inside him, and it's really fun to watch.
You finished with 17 assists and 8 turnovers. How important was assist-to-turnover ratio in this game?
It was vital for us. They're a team that challenges you at the rim. They're not a team that forces a ton of turnovers, but the way they block shots, it might as well be a turnover. They had 4 of those, but that's really our goal. If we can have 17 assists and 8 turnovers every night, we'll be very, very happy. I thought we drove them, but we found the right guy to pass it to and stayed patient enough and found some good shots, and that was a big key.
Are you ever surprised with the way that y'all go on runs, like the locked in as the guys are? I mean, Alex, who's like a 25-30% 3-point shooter, hit one from like the G and the Bulldogs. Everything was going in. When you're on the sideline, I know you probably see it in practice, but are you not surprised at this point because you've seen it so many times?
I've seen it several times. I was really hoping to see it at that point in the second half. Alex made that big one at the end of the clock, and the guys really got on a run, and that's just who we are, and we've got to embrace that there's going to be little droughts from time to time because we do shoot a lot of threes. We rely on dribble penetration and working off our defense, but I think it's a fun way to play, and I think these guys are really thriving that way too. And just the way that they're playing for each other right now, I think it's special.
Alex, it was kind of a neat moment. Alex and Speedy, it was like a minute or two left. They kind of dapped each other up, and with Alex breaking the record of 102 wins, he said he set goals in the beginning of the year, and it was kind of like weighing on him a little bit. Did you notice anything with him wanting to get this, and maybe now going forward with him, like he said, he'll maybe play a little bit more freely, not having to worry about the free throw record or the wins record?
Yeah. It's not something he ever talks about. He's not saying like, hey, I want this record. The guy just wants to win every game. And he does it in so many different ways. It was special to have Speedy here. He's his biggest fan. They communicate regularly. He communicates with all the guys. Alex said thank you to everybody, because we mentioned it in the locker room. He was very appreciative of his teammates. That's a special moment with the type of history here, the standard that's been set from so many guys to be the all-time wins leader. That's an amazing feat, and he deserves it.